Hi. We're gonna read Daddy Dearest. It's a fucking
Homestuck fan
yeah.
fiction, and
It contains incest.
but John is aged up to 16. Sorry, even though it's a childish sort of tone.
Okay. So
Daddy Dearest.
1, 2, 3. Daddy Dearest. Really?
We're reading one line at a time.
I
Remember?
thought we were gonna say Daddy Dearest together.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Daddy Dearest. John is a good boy.
And he loves his daddy.
John loves making his daddy
Oh
happy.
shit, it's wrong. He always makes good grades in school, so his daddy will smile and pat him on the head.
He learned to bake, even though he hates cakes, so his daddy would praise him and give him hugs.
He never uses bad words and is always polite. So his daddy gives him kisses.
John loves how his daddy lets him sit in his lap.
And he loves how his daddy's arms hold him close, all snug and warm.
John loves how his daddy undresses him for bath time.
And he loves that he's allowed to undress his daddy.
John loves sitting in the bathtub with his daddy.
And that his daddy is careful to wash him everywhere.
He loves how his daddy wraps him up in a big fluffy towel and picks him up.
And he loves how his daddy lays him very gently on his bed.
Oh my god. John loves when his daddy kneels over him and starts gently touching him, caressing him. Good luck.
And he loves the soft murmurs of encouragement that he gets when he moans softly like a mewling kitten.
He loves when his daddy gently spreads his legs, hands so gentle, like he's afraid he'll break John.
And he loves okay. And he loves when his daddy's slick fingers push inside of his lip hole, finding little spots that make him shudder and feel like and vision go white.
John loves how his daddy gently strokes his small cock as he pulls his fingers out.
And he's careful to take deep breaths, like Daddy says, keeping himself relaxed.
John has no problem relaxing, even smiling, as his daddy presses the head of his cock into an outstretched hole. He knows it'll hurt a little at first. It always does.
But John trusts his daddy, and his daddy never hurts him on purpose.
It does hurt, and John clenches his daddy's shoulders, trying not to cry.
Okay. And his dad softly murmurs what a good boy he is and strokes him gently, rubbing his sides and back where he can reach to comfort John.
His daddy waits patiently still until John has adjusted and is nodding to move.
And his daddy thrusts into him soft and slow
until John starts mewling and squirming, pressing the softest kisses to his daddy's cheeks and neck. And his daddy thrusts a little deeper and just a little harder.
A little faster, you fucking idiot. I'm just kidding. And he hits that little spot again, and John arches up to his daddy's touch.
And his daddy keeps up his steady face. What the fuck? Pace, stroking
okay.
John in time until John clenches his hands again, blah blah blah, until John clenches his hands again, moaning loudly as he comes, as his daddy calls it.
His daddy shudders and kisses him lightly as he comes inside of John, which feels warm and wet but nice.
John falls limp onto his bed, giving a small, weak mew as his daddy pulls out of him.
His daddy cleans him up with his towel from his bath and kisses his forehead and tells John that he digs it and that he loves him.
And John smiles up at his daddy as sweetly as he can manage, and tells his daddy that he loves him before yawning softly and kittenishly, rubbing at his eyes.
His daddy tucks him snugly into bed, brushing his hair back and kissing his forehead again and whispering goodnight.
John whispers goodnight back, and his daddy leaves, turning off the lights and closing the door.
Okay, we're gonna say the last part. John snuggles down his bed, and his soft little fingers curling gently in his sheets as he drifts off to sleep with only one thought in his head. 1, 2, 3. He loves his daddy.
Like,
okay, cool. Okay. Wait, 1, 2, 3.
He loves his daddy. Oh, well.
Okay.
Quite
What are we recording?
We are.